Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here, and yeah, and I figured with all these injuries that have been going on in WWE over the last few months, and including recently Bray Wyatt has gotten injured now, yeah, so that's another injury at the list, yeah. I figured with all of these injuries that have happened in WWE for the last few months, I figured I'd put a list together of the top 10 worst wrestling injuries. Yeah, this list that I have, this is mostly for WWE, yeah. These are the injuries that I know of that have just been like really severe on various superstars ours over the years. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there have been some really severe injuries that have happened over the years in wrestling. Yeah, and yeah, and I'm just gonna say it real fast here. I'm not really that familiar with ECW injuries, not much of the original ECW injuries. So yeah, any of you people that really know the original ECW really well, yeah, if there are like any like severe injuries from there that have happened over the years, you can like put them in the comments right here. Yeah, and yeah, if there are like any injuries on this list that I have that like you guys disagree with, if there's any injuries that I don't have on this list that you guys know of that are really like severe, you can like leave them in the comments also. Let me know what you guys think are the worst wrestling injuries of all time, yeah. And also in this list, this is going to exclude broken necks because yeah, and just neck injuries in general because yeah, obviously a neck injury is like one of is like practically the worst injury that can happen to you in wrestling. So yeah, I mean I could have just made this list altogether of neck injuries. So yeah, neck injuries are going to be excluded from this list. So yeah, this is just gonna be injuries aside from a broken neck or a neck injury in general. Yeah. Yeah, also in the description I'm going to have links of all videos of these injuries if you want to check out these injuries. Yeah. Down there some videos are going to be of the actual injury when it happened. And yeah, others down there I'm going to have like videos of the surgery for the neck for the injuries. If so, yeah, it's gonna be a mix of like the injury itself and just the surgery. So yeah, it'll be a mix down there. So yeah, and how I ranked these, I tried to rank them based on like how severe the injury was, how hurt the person was when the injury occurred, and really how long they were out of action. Yeah. And this list is also not going to include like stuff that injuries that have happened to people, but they haven't. It didn't really take them out of action. Yeah, because there have been injuries where the person has really just stuck around. And yeah, the injury really wasn't severe for them to really take time off. Yeah, for this list, this is really injuries that have happened where people have actually had to take time off from wrestling. So yeah, there's that. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, all right. So yeah, let me just get started with this top 10 worst wrestling injuries countdown. All right. All right. Number 10 is when Trish Stratus dislocated her shoulder at Backlash 2006. So yeah, in the link down there, this is going to be the full match of Trish and Mickie James from Backlash 2006. Yeah, the injury occurs at 4 minutes and 16 seconds into the video. Yeah, it was just Trish, like, taking a bump to the outside of the ring, and she dislocated her shoulder in the process. Yeah, when I first heard about this, I mean, I just like, oh, I mean, a woman dislocating her shoulder? Gosh, I mean, that just, like, makes this sound even more painful. I remember, like, Trish did take, like, time off from wrestling, yeah. Remember, she did make like some appearances during the time with her arm in the sling. Yeah, but yeah, and yeah, just like I said, I mean, gosh, I mean, the fact that this happened to a woman, I mean, this just makes it sound even worse. And yeah, just dislocating your shoulder in general, that just sounds so painful. I mean, it's never happened to me before, but I can't imagine having to go through that. Yeah, yeah, I mean, that's just a dislocated shoulder is like freaking, oh gosh, I mean, that's just, oh, it's horrible. Yeah, so yeah, and yeah, you can see the injury in the description down there. And yeah, just, yeah, I mean, the dislocated shoulder just, oh, it's bad. Alright, so, yeah, number 10 is Trish's dislocated shoulder in 2006. Alright, number 9 is Candice Michelle's broken clavicle. Well, her clavicle injuries, both in 2007 and 2008. Yeah, the 2007 one, this occurred during a match Candice Michelle had with Beth Phoenix. Remember, like, Beth Phoenix ran to the ropes as Candice Michelle was on the turnbuckle, and it caused Candice Michelle to just fall down the canvas face first. And yeah, it just, like, really cracked her clavicle at the time, and she was out for, like, yeah, she was out for a while for this time, and then, yeah, then she came back in early 2008, and then just like a couple of weeks after that, she re-injured her clavicle, and this time it was like broken in 4 different spots. And yeah, yeah, and if you add up the downtime that Candice Michelle had for both injuries, I mean, it adds up to almost a year of time off. And yeah, just a broken clavicle, just, oh, that sounds real bad too. And yeah, I just can't imagine going through that. Yeah, I remember when I first saw her first injury live when it happened, I really didn't think it was that serious. But yeah, now after just watching it again, I mean, just when she hits the canvas, I mean, oh, it just made me cringe. I mean, yeah, you can really see like how painful it really looked now. Yeah, I mean, a broken clavicle just sounds real serious too. I mean, yeah, it's like just the collarbone right here, yeah. And yeah, I mean, can you imagine having that broken? I mean, oh, that doesn't really sound like a good experience, and especially if it gets broken in 4 different places, like the second time she had it done. Just, oh man, I can't imagine going through that. Yeah, I mean, it just sounds horrible. And yeah, yeah, her first injury will be the one in the description. Yeah, I wasn't able to, can't really find the second injury anywhere, but yeah, the first injury that she had of this will be down in the description. So yeah, and you can just see like how just when she hits the canvas, I mean, yeah, yeah, she actually had to be stretchered out. I mean, it was that serious. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So number 9 is Candice Michelle's clavicle injuries in 2007 to 2008. Right. Number 8 was Joey Mercury's face injury at Armageddon 2006. This occurred during the Fatal 4-Way match that occurred at Armageddon. Yeah, this match was between the Hardy Boys, Eminem, Paul London, and Brian Kendrick, and Dave Taylor and William Regal. Yeah, and yeah, at one point, like both members of Eminem were just bent over a ladder. And yeah, Jeff Hardy jumped on the ladder, and the ladder hit both Mercury and Nitro right in the face. Says, and yeah, it really did like cause some damage to Joey Mercury's face. I mean, yeah, it caused him to have a broken nose and orbital bone, and yeah, yeah, you can just see like the what it really did to his face here. And yeah, I remember he had to wear that face mask for a while after this. I mean, yeah, just yeah, I mean that injury just looked so bad. I mean, yeah, and I think this is a really overlooked injury. I mean, I really don't think a lot of people really think of this injury when they think of serious injuries, but yeah, this one really was serious. And yeah, just yeah, I mean, you can see just the damage it does to his face in the video that'll be in the description. Yeah, I mean, oh man, just the look of his face just looks so, oh, it's awful. So yeah, just yeah, really, yeah, pretty serious injury right there, especially to the face. Yeah, but yeah, number 8 is the Joey Mercury face injury in 2006. Number 7 was Randy Orton's shoulder injury in 2005. Yeah, I remember he had the shoulder injury in 2002, but that one really didn't seem like as serious as this one was. Yeah, this injury started at WrestleMania 21 after Undertaker tombstone Randy Orton. And then it got even worse the night after WrestleMania during Randy Orton's match with Batista. Batista threw Randy Orton's shoulder first into the ring post, and yeah, you can actually hear the shoulder pop after that. And yeah, you can just see Randy Orton holding his shoulder and just screaming in pain. Yeah, and I remember Randy Orton was out for about, well, yeah, he was out for a couple of months. And yeah, the doctor was actually saying it would take like 4 months to heal. And yeah, I mean, I remember Randy Orton just returned a couple of months after during the draft that year. Yeah. So yeah, he wasn't really out for as long as it was, but yeah, this injury still seemed real serious. I mean, especially how much Randy Orton was writhing in pain, and after his shoulder popped when it hit the ring post. Yeah, I remember this actually made me cringe when I first saw this. Yeah, just the impact of his shoulder hitting the ring post, it just really made me cringe. And yeah, just seeing how much pain he was in, kind of just made me like kind of really wince. I mean, yeah, just really looked real bad and serious. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there. Yeah, so yeah, number 7 is Randy Orton's shoulder injury in 2005. Right. Number 6 was Shawn Michaels' torn meniscus in his knee in 2004. Shawn Michaels suffered this injury on Raw in October 2004 during a match he had with Chris Benoit after he jumped from the turnbuckle and he like landed on his leg. And yeah, and yeah, Shawn Michaels actually did wrestle the very next night at Taboo Tuesday with this knee injury. So yeah, you gotta give him props for that. And yeah, and then the video for this injury down in the description. Yeah, the doctor will like say more about what actually happened to him, and yeah, and it actually did look like this was more serious than it seemed because yeah, it didn't. The doctor said that it wasn't sure if they would actually be able to help Shawn Michaels with it. So yeah, I mean that just makes this sound even more serious. Yeah, and, yeah, I mean just yeah, and you just couldn't straighten out his knee. He because of the injury. Yeah, I mean, just the damage that it did to his leg. Just it sounds so severe. Yeah, I mean, you can probably make the argument that this was probably even worse than Shawn Michaels' broken back in 1998. Yeah, I mean, you guys can make that assumption for yourself. But yeah, I mean, this still was a pretty serious injury. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just imagine going through this. Oh man, just sounds really terrible. So, yeah, number 6 was Shawn Michaels' torn meniscus in 2004. All right. Number 5 is Seth Rollins' knee injury from just this past fall. I mean, I know it didn't really look that severe here when it happened, but yeah, I mean, if you actually hear what the damage was to his knee, I mean, Seth Rollins and like damaged his knee in 3 different spots. I mean, he suffered a torn ACL, torn MCL, and a torn meniscus. And yeah, and he's still out from this. Yeah, I mean, right now it's been the minimum time he has to recover to get back. So yeah, I mean, he could be back any time now. But yeah, this injury really seemed real serious. I mean, yeah, didn't really look too serious when it happened. But if you actually hear like the damage done, I mean, yeah, you understand how serious this injury really was. And yeah, I mean, yeah, plus, I mean, just the way this injury happened, I mean, it was just a mistake. Like, I mean, Seth Rollins did what he usually does with the sunset flip, and yet he screwed up here, and yeah, it damaged his knee bad. And yeah, I mean, just yeah, this will be a surgery video in the description. Yeah, the surgery really does look pretty graphic here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks real bad. Graphic, yeah, so yeah. Just yeah, the viewer discretion is advised for this one. Yeah. But yeah, still a real serious injury, and yeah, who knows when he'll be back now. So yeah, number 5 is Seth Rollins' injury from this past fall. Now, number 4 is Shawn Michaels' broken back in 1998. Yeah, I do think that the broken back was still worse than the torn meniscus. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I apologize for the crappy quality of this video that'll be in the description. Yeah, I mean, I just really wasn't able to find any other videos of this. So yeah, I apologize for the crappy quality this video will be in. Yeah, but yeah, I've talked about it before, my Royal Rumble 1998 video. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it just happened. Shawn Michaels was thrown over the ropes and his back hit the edge of the casket during the casket match with Undertaker. Yeah. And just the way his back hits the edge, I mean, it just looked so painful. And yeah, I mean, and yeah, and it is still really impressive that he was still able to continue on after this, and yeah, and he was still able to wrestle Stone Cold at WrestleMania. But then, yeah, after that, that was when he took the over 4 year absence from WWF. Yeah, yeah, and just yeah, I mean, a broken back. I mean, that's probably like along with a broken neck, it's one of the worst injuries that could ever happen to you. I mean, this could actually really paralyze you. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, a broken back, real serious injury. So yeah, number four is Shawn Michaels' broken back in 1998. All right, number three is Edge's torn Achilles heel in 2009. I mean, yeah, this is probably like one of the least common injuries in wrestling of all. I mean, yeah, and it is a pretty serious injury. I mean, just imagine having your Achilles torn. Oh man, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, how many wrestlers actually do go through this? I mean, like I said, I mean, this is probably like one of the least common injuries, and just imagine going through it. I mean, yeah, just oh man, a torn Achilles, and yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, Edge is both his Achilles injury and his neck injury. I mean, yeah, they were both pretty serious, and yeah, and Edge was really like, yeah, I mean, yeah, Edge really has suffered like some pretty serious injuries in his career. I mean, yeah, it's really no wonder why he really retired. Not really hard to see why. Yeah, yeah, just yeah. I mean, you can see like the surgery video down there. I mean, you can see like what actually happened to the Achilles. I mean, the doctor explains like what happens when an Achilles tears and actually what needs to be done to actually fix it. And yeah, I mean, it just really takes a long time to heal. And yeah, this just seemed like a real serious injury. And yeah, just oh man, I can't imagine going through that either. So yeah, check out the video down there to hear more about this injury. So yeah, number three is Edge's torn Achilles in 2009. Number two is Triple H's torn quad in 2009. I mean 2009, 2001. Sorry. Yeah, I really think that this one was more. This one seemed more severe than his 2007 quad tear did. I mean, yeah, with his 2007 quad tear, he didn't really seem like he was as in much pain as he was in the 2001 injury. Yeah, I mean, you can actually like see like he's like just on the ground. He was on the ground in the fetal position. Yeah, and he actually really had to be helped. And yeah, you could just see the look on his face that he was really hurting. And yeah, I really think that this is really one of the most severe injuries of all time. And yeah, I mean, just the stuff that Triple H had to go through to do this. I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, I remember he was out for so long. Yeah, and yeah, he also really wasn't as out for as long in 2007 as he was here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so yeah, I really do think that this one was more serious than his 2007 injury. I mean, this just seemed more painful, more severe, and yeah, it seemed like Triple H really had to work harder to get back from this injury than his 2007 one. Yeah, and yeah, you all really know about this injury, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he just real. It's similar to Seth Rollins' injury. I mean, yeah, he just like misplaced his leg and yeah, tore his quad in the process. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I really don't really know what else to say about this because yeah, I'm just about all you know about this injury. So yeah, I don't really think I have anything need to say anything else about it. So yeah, number two is Triple H's torn quad in 2001. All right, and number one is Sid Vicious' broken leg in 2001. This occurred at WCW Sin, and yeah, I mean, just this injury has just always really traumatized me. I mean, yeah, Sid was on the top turnbuckle doing a flying kick on Scott Steiner, and his left leg really just like it just completely broke in half, and just oh gosh, this injury occurring in wrestling. Oh man. I mean, yeah, I mean, Sid has said himself that this is really the hardest injury he went through in his career. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I just really think that this is really the most serious injury outside of broken necks in wrestling history. I mean, yeah, you can just see his left leg completely snap in half, and just oh man, I mean, you've seen this happen to kickboxers and UFC fighters, and yeah, and gosh, I mean, oh, this just seems like impossible to cope with. I mean, how can anybody actually go through this? Oh man, oh, this is just awful. So yeah, viewer discretion would probably also be advised for this video also. So yeah, because I mean this video just oh man, the injury is just so cringeworthy and yeah yeah it's just really oh gosh, this has always traumatized me ever since I first saw it. Yeah, I mean gosh, I mean it's not like Sid was really that great of a competitor, and yeah, I mean but yeah, I mean the stuff he did was just crazy, and yeah, this was just this is awful. So yeah, I mean, yeah, video will be down there if you want to see it. So yeah, number one is Sid's broken leg in WCW in 2001. All right, so yeah, there you go. There's my all right. So that's my list of the top 10 worst injuries, excluding broken necks in wrestling history. Like I said, if there's any injury that I didn't list that you guys think is really severe, then yeah, put it down in the comments. Yeah, let me know what you guys think are the worst wrestling injuries of all time. And so yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts about this. Alright, and yeah, like I said, links for all 10 of these injuries will be down in the description. So yeah, check those out, and yeah, alright. Alright, so yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for my next video. Yeah, in my next video, and I'm going to tell you guys, yeah, as you all know, every year for the month of May, I do something special for the entire month. And so yeah, stay tuned for my next video where I'll be telling you guys what I will be doing this year for the month of May. So yeah, stay tuned for that coming in my next video. Alright, so anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.